on this one and go to one sec here, guys. Why is Netflix on my phone? Do you guys watch The Crown?
What's that?
The Crown, the movie called The Crown.
Oh, is it a new one? Oh.
No, it's not new.
Oh, okay.
Ash, you watched The Crown?
Nope, no, can't say I have.
Okay, can you see my screen? Alphabetical clarification listing?
Nope, can't see your screen right now.
Screen share. This. There we go. How about now?
Yeah, we see that now.
Okay. Alrighty. And the reason I'm taking you through this is sometimes two ways this works. When you are giving your name, and you may have a last name that's not easy to pronounce, or it is, long last name or first name, and the person may say, oh, by the way, Mofit, may I have your name and number, and you're giving it, but they say, by the way, can you just repeat your last name for me, right? Mm-hmm. So you could use alphabetical clarification and give it to them. If you think that your last name may be a little bit difficult for them to spell, and this is what you can do. And this also works in the reverse. So you've gotten through to the the hiring manager or the departmental head, and they're giving you their contact information, and they themselves have a name that may be a little bit difficult to pronounce, and last name is a really long last name, and you don't want to next time that you are calling, or if you are sending an email, that you send the email to the wrong name or misspell the person's name. A person's name is very important to them. We all know that, right? So don't call them a different name if you don't know. You can ask, by the way, can I have your name again? And so the clarification that I have on screen is just a guideline for you that you can use to make sure that giving name or receiving names, that you have the correct spelling, right? And so this is an universal thing, by the way. It's universal. So if your name is A is for apple and B for boy and all of those things, H for Irene or ice, I always use I for India, by the way, J for Jack, all of these things. You could make up use these ones. A lot of people use these, T for Tom, U for unit, and so on and so forth. Because remember, we are multicultural, and maybe the manager that you are speaking to also has a super long last name that you can't pronounce. But you need to send an email to thank him for the time he spent with you, sharing information, right? Because remember the thank you, the thank you can be over the phone, or a thank you can be an email. You can thank you so much for your time spent with me. It was very enlightening and informative. And you can start developing a relationship. I hope I could reach out to you in the future. Have a great day.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
So make sure that so sometimes when I give my name, people call me Lorena. Instead of Lorna, they'll say Lorena because Maybe they didn't write it down, and that's a really simple name. But I've had that mistake so many times, Lorena. So my husband's first name is Hugh, Hugh, and they call him Hug. And that sort of thing. Sort of, oh, by the way, how do you spell Hugh? So he gets a lot of people calling him Hug and all these other names. So the best way to do this is just get the spelling. Oh, by the way, can you just spell your last name for me? And you can repeat it. Oh, you mean a T for Tom? Or if you missed a letter, just ask, is that T for Tom? Or, O for orange? You can always ask those things, okay? So very important, get clarification and alphabetical clarification on the person's name when you are calling them, speaking to them, and communicating with them either over the phone or via electronic mail. Okay?
Okay.
Are we good?
Yes.
Good. Yeah. So you have this for you to go through in your handout. Let's go to the next one. I just need to see if I need to go through all of them. Okay, so this is the one I'm going to put up is just a checklist for you to have when you're doing your cold calling. Okay, so here we go. So, call checklist. Did the caller state or ask for the following information? The spelling decision maker's name, confirm the position title of the decision maker. Another thing when you're doing your cold calling networking, you must always get the title of the person. What is the position of the person you're speaking with or that you need to communicate with in the future? Okay, is he the acting manager? Is he the supervisor? Is he the marketing manager? Whatever department you're trying to reach, always get the person's title. And the reason for this is also when you're sending your cover letter, you are going to put the name of the person, the title of the person, the company name, address, and so on and so forth. So when you've got this, when you are doing your jobs, when you're doing your networking or cold calling, you have all of that, right? Very important to get the title. Okay, step 2. Did the call effectively handle the following blocks that you used in screening their calls? So these are some of the steps. Are you looking for a job? Well, depends on the position, yes or no. Suggested examples. I'm gathering information for my job search. So if you are actually looking for work and you don't want to tell the receptionist that I'm calling about a position, you want to say I'm gathering information for my job search. That's pretty normal. And we always do this message, the managers in the meeting, what's a good time to call back? And the receptionist may say, can I help you instead? And you're going to say this, thank you for offering all of that. And you can say, no thanks, I'll call back. And they may say, what is this regarding? I'm phoning to ask for information and advice. Okay, it's all there for you. And we do step 3. When the caller reached the decision maker, you guys just did that. And that's great. And then we do, step 4, which is verbal signals to look for. So this is in your conversation with the individual. You're going to listen to their tone of voice. You're going to, also listen to see if they're excited to talk about the position or the industry that they're in. And based on that, you can start developing a relationship with that individual. So listen out for those, small things like excitement in their voice. Are they, did they sound courteous to you? Are they friendly? Is there somebody that I could call back? So make those judgment calls when you do that first call. You must also pace your voice. Was it too fast or too slow? Inflection, did the person sound empty or we did that already? Pause appropriately in the conversation. So for step 4, it's really how you deliver your message and the takeaway from that cold call, right?
Yes.
Your takeaway from the call. Is this an individual that I think I can call back in the future? And make sure you kind of analyze what happened during that conversation. Okay, and you're prepared and you deliver what you have to say. Alrighty, so look for signs in that conversation. And then you can make a judgment call as how you're going to move forward from there on. Okay, so that's end for that one. Let's do the next one. These are easy stuff I'm going through with you. You have it in your handout. So, So here we have some communication dilemmas. And these can be potential threats that could cause us to be misinterpreted or misunderstood by the listener. The goal is to communicate, our goal is to have our communication valued, especially when speaking with a potential employer, okay? So here's a couple of dilemmas. You're on the phone with a potential employer. You get distracted. You begin speaking to others in the room instead of the person at the other end of the phone. Has it ever happened to you? This is a very important call, and somebody else speaking to you while you're speaking on the phone. Right? This can happen. So when you're making the calls, that's why we always say in a quiet space where you can really concentrate on what you need to say. Potential strategy, we know what to do here because we talked about that. So what is it that you can do when you're making a call? Go in a quiet space and have with you paper and pen and all the information that you need to have your conversation with this individual. Mm-hmm. So here's another one. A rude family member has answered the phone and is yelling your name while holding the phone. So communication dilemma in this case would be you've gotten through to the employer and they're calling you back because the receptionist gave you gave your name and number to the individual, and so they're calling you back. So this can happen, somebody, yelling your name across the room. So what do you do in a case like that? What would you do?
We can ask
Smack the phone
permission
down.
and call
Okay,
back.
say that again, Mofid. What can you do?
We can ask permission and we can ask, we can call them back.
Okay, so...
Because if it depends on the situation again. Because,
Okay.
sometimes maybe we have to tell the family members not to shout or scream or whatever, and then from there we have to move to a silent place.
Yes, but if it happens to you where the employer is calling you back and the person who picked up the phone, you scream, yelling your name while holding the phone.
The person who is answering from the company.
And a rude family member has answered the phone and is yelling your name while holding the phone. So someone is calling you now at home. What would
Means
you do?
while I'm on a call.
No,
You had to grab the phone
Okay,
and drag
you're
it
not
down.
there.
I think the issue here that we're having is that most of us have our own cell phones at this point. So I think what Lauren is trying to ask is, let's say you didn't have a cell phone and they had to call your home line directly.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would
That
you
is-
do if a family member was
Pick it up.
rudely calling for you to come get the phone?
Oh.
Okay.
When you pick the
But-
call, you apologize.
But now, no one is using a.
your cell phone. Okay.
That's.
Your personal phone is always with you. Okay.
Yes.
So this will never
And-
happen then. This will never happen.
It'll never happen then, and then once again, when we hunt for jobs, we have to,
Strictly use our mobile line.
we have to expect calls from working hours, like let's say from 8:30 to 5 o'clock. So we have to kind of expect calls, and we have to be ready for that anytime.
Okay, good. So you're good. Thanks for explaining that for me, Ash.
Yeah.
So you would not allow this. This will never happen.
This will never happen, yeah.
This will never happen. Okay, for everyone, this will never happen, right?
Because
Yes, we
no
always have our phone with us. Yeah.
mobile phones, yeah.
So your mobile phone is a personal phone that you have always with you, and no one gets answer that phone.
Yeah.
And most of the times we see the company name or the individual names popping up on our screen. So we knows that, okay, this particular company is calling. So we have sent the CV. So immediately we'll go to a silent place and we'll answer.
Perfect. I like that. Yes. And this is the same thing again. A family member who do not speak English answer the phone. Okay. We won't do that because now we have all of personal phones, okay? And you all speak perfect English. You need to leave the phone to get some information. You just say, just a second. Okay. What is it? Say that they ask you for some information. Let's think of something. Let's think outside the box. That an employee's on the line. You've reached out to them. They're calling you back, and they ask you for something that you don't have right in front of you.
So we can ask them the permission
Just a
to
second and
get
search
that.
for it.
Okay, can you hold just a moment, please? I'm just going to get that information for you. Okay, that would be your strategy.
Yeah.
Could you hold just a moment, please?
If it takes too
make it-
long, we can say, "Can I call you back in 5 minutes? I have to look for it." Something like that.
Good strategy.
Yeah.
If you think that you have to search the entire house to find it, definitely say that. Absolutely. Would it be as you said, Taliban?
Yeah.
Can I call you back later on? This time with the information, if you cannot find it. Okay. So the caller said something, and you wasn't sure what the person said. What would you say?
Could you please repeat that? I didn't get it.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what you say. And if you're a fast speaker or English is a second language, and you're also passing information to them, remember you need to slow it down, right? Pause, always. And when you pause, you allow the person to ask you a question. Remember that, okay? Conversations are when we talk to each other. It's not just me reading a script. And I just said, your call should be a conversation, not a script, right? We call it a script because you need to write it. But when you actually make that call, it's an actual conversation you're having. So if you're not sure, Taliban said the right thing. Can you please repeat that for me again? Okay? And if your English is your second language, and they would ask, usually I said, I missed that. And the person would just repeat that for me. Okay? So that's
Some
good.
say, I beg your pardon.
Beg your pardon.
Some people don't understand this. That's another. Yeah.
Some people use that.
No, I wouldn't use that. No, I wouldn't use a beg your pardon. No. It's like, yeah, I would say, a Taliban just said, can you please repeat that for me?
Yeah.
Okay, instead of beg your pardon, because beg your pardon yeah, it is not common here.
Okay.
It's not common it's not a cultural thing here.
Okay.
Okay, like you know, guys, we say sorry for everything.
Yeah.
You open the door for somebody, you go sorry. Okay, so that's a cultural thing here. Sorry, and even Justin Bieber wrote a song about sorry. You heard about it, guys?
Yeah. Long
Yeah.
time.
Okay. So Canadians are known as saying sorry for everything. Alrighty, so we're finished with that one. This one, was that helpful? Just some
Yeah.
strategies. There's a couple of them. Okay, so the person calls and they ask you to do something, and what could be an employer ask you to do? Let's think about it. What can an employer ask you to do?
Can you scan and
Say that. Say maybe to send them your certification.
Scan copy of certification.
Scan a copy, and you didn't get a chance to do it. You haven't done something that they ask you for. When they call to ask you, you say no.
Yeah.
So, what is the potential answer there? What can we do? What can we
Be
strategize?
honest about whatever, like if you haven't done something, it's better to say we haven't done that.
Okay, but how would you say that, Taliban?
Okay, so for example, like if they say, "Did you do this course or something?" and
No. You haven't done something that the caller asked you to do. So Mofid said they asked him to send a copy of his certification, scan it over to them, and he didn't get a chance to do it.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh, okay. I will send it to you as soon as possible.
Okay, but remember the sandwich you said, I apologize? Right? You would say that, I apologize for not sending this in as requested. However, I will do this as soon as possible within the next 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever you want to give. Okay, but first you want to apologize for not doing it, yeah. And then you're going to say when you're going to do it. Okay, so just don't say the word no. You say no. That's so we strategize to say the answer here. Okay, so here is another dilemma. You've asked for something that your immediate reaction is to say we can't do that. We can't do that. So, for instance, I guess this would be outside of the workplace. I've been asked for something that your immediate reaction is to say I can't do that.
For example, if they ask something we are not experiencing. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. I was just going to say that they ask you for something. For instance, here's a good example about job search. You apply for a job, a day job, okay? And the day job says it's Monday to Friday from 8:30 to 4:30, right? Because based on your family life, you need to pick up the kids from daycare or school. And you need to be at this daycare by 6 o'clock or 5:30 the latest. So you know that in most cases you can't work overtime, right? Could be a good question. So they ask you if you're able to work overtime on the odd days because they know it's a 9 to 5 job. Would you say, sorry, I can't do that?
Like if you cannot do that, like it's better to mention, okay, I have this one like we can explain the situation and say to them upfront. I think it's better.
Better for you not to do it, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Okay. Anyone else who have input on this? But good, a very good try, Tilran. Mufid?
I would be flexible to do. So I will take it up. I can do that.
Okay. Because you want the job, right?
Yeah. So
You want, oh, Malara, okay, okay, so you want the job. So you'll say stuff like, I'm open to work overtime on certain days, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I'm open to work overtime on certain days. So they know that you can't expect this of me every single day
Yeah.
because I have other family commitment.
Also, yeah.
But you know what? You don't want to bring your family into this because when you start talking about your family with your prospective employer,
They don't like it.
use it against you.
Yeah.
They will
So
think,
we
oh,
can
this
always
person.
get the job, and if it's not suitable, we can quit. I think. That's the thing. Like we can first try to get the job, then if they don't adjust, then quit.
Well, you could do that. That's for sure. You would say this is a job that you really want. You've been trying a long time to get into Rogers. Because Rogers is hard to get into, you know that, right?
Yeah.
It's a long time to get into Rogers, and you finally reach the person who can, open that door for you. And you have a commitment at home, and they want you to work overtime. But you're saying that you're going to take the job and you're going to leave it because your commitment is more important to you, which I can understand. You need to balance life and work.
Yeah.
But I would not. I would take, as you said, take the job and then leave it. But you don't want to leave Rogers because it could be a career move for you. Staying at Rogers.
Our family can understand.
The family can understand. Okay.
Yeah, it's not all the time. It's not all the time. Sometimes you take an excuse.
Right. So I would go back to what I said. Is that thank you for bringing that up. Remember, conversation. When a question is asked, just don't say yes or no. You started with having having a conversation with them. Can you work overtime? If it's needed. Absolutely, I can do this overtime. On certain days. And when you get your foot in the door, you can let him know that it will be only on certain days, and you'll be you won't be able to do this 5 days a week, right? So you can let them know up front. Okay?
Yeah.
You just don't say I can't do that. I can't do that. It's a strategize and potential strategy here. Dilemma. So the callers ask for suggestion or strategy. Ask for suggestions when you open with you will. Okay. Alrighty. So callers ask for a suggestion or strategy. You open with you will have to. You should. Okay. I think we just covered that. I think we just covered that one. Can you work overtime? I'm willing to do this on certain days. Okay, we just covered that. Okay, I think that's about it for that one. Okay, so are you guys is there any takeaway from here? Communication dilemmas in the job search?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. It's in your handout, so no worries. It's all there for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Copy phone call logs. Okay. Can you see my screen, the phone call logs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
No?
No, I
See.
that. I see that.
You see that? Okay, guys. So when you are doing cold calls, networking, you need to have a log. So if you call Rogers, and you had a conversation with Mr. Jones, and you want to make some notes here. What is missing from the company, from this log, is a column for dates. It's very important to put one in there for dates. So when you are doing yours, please put a date in there, because if you contacted Mr. Jones at Rogers today, then you know that, and you had a great conversation with Mr. Jones, and he said, call me back, that, you spoke to him on this day. So when you call him back, you can say, Mr. Jones, this is Taliban. We had a conversation on today's the 4th or 5th, October the 5th, regarding an upcoming position. So you're going to jog his memory, right? And you're going to sound very professional because you actually have the date that you have this conversation with. And we spoke about, you write the company name and address, of course, the telephone number, the contact information, and your notes. We talked about an upcoming position as a sales representative with Rogers. They called technicals representative. That's what they're called there. And we spoke on October the 5th, and I'm just doing a follow-up call with you to see if there's any further development on my application. You got it?
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you don't have it written down and you have scraps of paper all over your home and you're not organized, then you cannot speak to Mr. Jones as in a professional manner, right?
Yes.
That's right.
You're going to talk about, we talked about working overtime. We talked about whatever the position is, what are the criteria to enter this industry. We talked about the future openings that's coming up. We talked about maybe the skill sets that's needed. You make your notes here. So when you call Mr. Jones again, you have solid information that you may have further conversation about the same thing you talked about, but in a more professional manner. Yep, make sense?
Yes.
Makes sense, yes.
Yeah.
So you have your hand up there. Lots of information coming your way. Did I stop sharing?
Yep, you did.
Good. Okay, next one. We only have a few more to go. Oh, I don't need to share this one with you. This is just another script that they've given us. So I've given you a lot of tools with your cold calls and networking. Now you have some assignments that you need to complete. And the assignments are due on, oh, wow.
Which assignment?
I'm going to show you the ones. I'm going to show you this one here. Oh, you already did your script, so you don't have to do this one. Okay, let me share this one with you. Okay, so this is getting the decision maker's name. You've done that. You're going to write the script that we just talked about. You just presented a while ago in this column, and save it in your assignment. Complete assignment.
Okay.
So just copy it and paste it in here. That's all for this one. So you don't have to do this. Do that again.
Okay.
Let's see what's the next one. Okay, so here's another one that she has put for you to complete as well. Oh. Can you see my screen here?
Yes.
Okay, is cold calling necessary for you? Answer yes or no to each of the following questions. Can identify the current top 5 marketable key skills required for the job objective I have on my resume. You guys know what you're going to put on there. Can I state what wage range is for my job objective? So you guys know how to do your job search by Glassdoor or by which other website again do the salary?
Glassdoor.
Glassdoor and?
The government website, what is that?
Yes.
Job Bank. Yeah.
Thank you, Job Bank. It's all there on Job Bank. Glassdoor is more current because they keep up to, government do theirs every 5 years. Glassdoor does it every month, actually. Okay, so they're more current. Do you know about the industry to which you want to work in? Yes, you all know. Am I able to state what marketable skills I need to further develop? Do you guys have this? What kind of skills you need to develop?
Yes.
Good. This assignment is easy. So just answer the questions for me and drop it in your inbox in your completed assignment. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So that's
these are the two. Okay.
It's in your handout. Yep.
Okay.
It's in your handout. So the last one, I believe.
Hi, Luna. Can you drop it in my drive?
It's on your email. I sent it email because you can never find your drive.
Okay.
You can never find anything on your
Why
drive.
did I do the homework? That means I have to send it to your mail.
Huh?
If I do the assignment, that means I have to send it to your mail.
I guess so. Yes, I guess so.
When are we submitting this? Is it tomorrow?
On Tuesday.
Okay.
You have Friday to work on it, right?
So
So
if you have the time, can you please drop it in my drive? I can open it. I got the one for you. If you have the time, please drop it in my drive. Maybe on Friday or tomorrow.
you want me to hold a second. Omalara?
Yes, please.
Okay, so you cannot open the drive.
I can.
But yesterday you weren't able to open the home assignments.
I finally found this. I got it.
See if I.
Okay, so what you
now I can open it. I can.
Okay, what you're going to do now from your email, I want you to copy all what I sent you and put it in your drive.
Okay.
So you open the email and grab the document and drop it
Okay.
into the drive.
All right.
Okay, you know what I'm saying by grab it? You put the mouse on it, grab it,
Yeah.
and drop it in the drive. So I don't have to do that, okay?
Okay. I got it. No problem.
Okay. Okay, so this one is your script.
I don't see the
Oh,
screen.
I can't see, I know. Oh, yes, you can't see it. That's what it is. This is the last one. See now?
Yes.
Okay. So the telephone script, getting the decision maker, your script that you already have, but here you have some obstacles in the way. Why are you calling, right? So you're going to break it down in steps now. The receptionist is asking, what is this regarding? Your script. What are you going to say here?
Job search.
You're upset?
No, job search. Job search.
Is the manager, the manager, so here you're going to say now, the manager's in a meeting. What are you going to say here? You're going to say
when is a
like,
good time to call?
When can I?
There you go. Got it. And this receptionist saying, Perks, I can help you. What are you going to say here?
Oh, I would like to talk directly with the manager.
Thank you for your offer.
Yeah, you could say that. Thank you for your offer. But I do like to speak with Mr. So-and-so, right? And she may say, may I take a message? Same thing, right? You guys have that in the script that I handed out? May I take a message? What are you going to say?
What does that mean actually?
May I take a message for Mr. Jones?
Oh, like what is it about and something like that?
And your script is you're going to say that you have the option to leave your name and number, and I ask if he could call you back.
Okay.
Right? May I take a message? Right. I'm calling about opportunities or an industry learn about the industry. Right? You want to say that. You have the script there on your inbox.
Yes.
Okay. You're looking at reception. Say, are you looking for a job?
Yes.
Okay.
Better not to say that.
Yes, but
No, not to say that. Remember, not to say that. Yeah.
Then she will say no openings at this moment.
Exactly.
You keep blogging to our website. If there is anything, we will post it out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for some information.
Yes.
Mhm.
I am.
But some receptionists, they go in deep and they ask, what's it regarding? Is there anything I can help you with? And they try to probe the info, because what happens is most of the times these guys get many calls from banks and insurance companies and all those things. So these managers cannot work. So what they does is the receptionists don't transfer any calls for me. So just filter it and then you send me whatever. So
It's
due
important,
to that, important. So the
real drivers.
receptionists have been well trained on that. So
They are very well trained.
very well. See, now Lorna is doing a training. Maybe tomorrow, Oma Laura, if she's joining a company as a receptionist, she knows.
Never let you go in.
She knows, because now Lorna has thought how to, break this barrier and come. So Oma Laura is not.
Personally.
Where's Uncle Laura?
You have to bring a
Where is
coffee
she?
personally to
Maybe Alisa.
pass the dragon.
Yeah, pass the dragon. Yeah, the blowing fire, burn you up. Okay, so never say that you're looking for work. Say that you're gathering information about the industry and you're job searching, right?
Yes.
You're conducting a job search and you're just gathering some information with regards to, the company. If she can help you, great. And she may be able to help you. Okay, and there you can go on from there. So that's what you want to say. Never that you're looking for work. Okay, so she double.
This is the thing we did, I think. 30 minutes.
Yes, we did that already. Your commercial is there already. Prepare your information interview questions. Okay, so you haven't done informational interview, but informational interview is pretty much it's side by side of what about the cold call is, right?
Yeah,
So informational interview is requesting information about the industry, the information about this kind of position that you're trying to get into, especially if you're changing career. What is the work day like? How did this person get into a position like that? What are the steps they take? What are the training and qualifications they need to get in? What sort of culture is the company? What is the company culture, right? So some of the questions you can ask for informational interview are those ones. What is a company culture? That's one question. What is the company culture like at RBC? Remember, this is you're seeking information. You're meeting someone, and they're giving you 30 minutes for you to learn about the industry and about the position that you may want to get into. Number two could be, what are the qualifications and work experience you need to get into a position like this? Mm-hmm. Right? Those will be your questions. What would the other question be, Mofid?
If you are in my shoes, what would be your step to reach this position?
Well, you take a 9 and probably a size 10. I am a size 7. You may have to take 3 more steps. Oh, Taliban, you may have to take 3 more steps. I would have to take 3 more steps to get there. Okay. Okay. So the question is, what in my shoe? What would you do to get a job?
Yeah.
Oh, you could. Okay. Let's word it differently.
Yeah.
As a newcomer to Canada, I am trying to change my career path from being in the engineering area or engineering industry to getting into the sales and marketing area. What do you think I would need? What do you think I can do to get my foot in the door in this position? There you go.
Yeah.
Something like that would be one of the questions. Or not if you're in my shoe, what is it to do? No. Alrighty. Fourth question would be, somebody take that away. Tiliman, that's a good laugh. So the next question you can ask is there any growth in this company? Remember the growth thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've already set up your meeting with so-and-so. I would like to do some personal development for myself within the industry. Is there career growth within this organization, right?
Yes.
So you could ask
if they say no, what we will.
That probably not be the company for you if you're trying to.
So then, how we will answer them? How we will tell them that?
Oh, you can. If they say no, there's no.
You can keep it to yourself. I think it's better not to tell them.
Yeah, if there's no career, Murphy, there's no career growth here. Okay, you could say, oh, but thank you very much. Can you maybe refer and tell me of another organization similar to or this industry that you think that might help me along my career pathway?
Because sometimes these HR guys, sometimes some people are very smart and see whether there is no any growth. In that case, what are we gonna do?
Sometimes it's just to say thank you very much. Yes. I mean, thanks for answering that question, and leave it at that.
Yeah.
But if you're interested to get your foot in the door in that particular company, Taliban said, you can go in and try it and see if you like it, and if you don't like it, you can go move on, right?
Move on, yeah.
But if you really want to get in there and learn the ropes and then give it a year or two and you go, every 5 years we kind of want to move on anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, every 5 years we tend to change jobs. So give it another 1 or 2 years work there and you know what, there's no growth here. So I'm going to keep my eyes open. I'm going to do some further, development, training in this field, and I'm going to be looking.
I think in the beginning, it's better to be flexible in everything and just get into the job. Then we can adjust according to that.
Yes, that's right. You want to learn as a newcomer. You want to learn about the industry here. You want to learn about the workplace culture. You want to get some working experience under your belt in the field that you want to work in, right? Mm-hmm. So you could take the job and then you can move on from there. But you can say, they say there's no growth in this organization and you want to say, oh, there's, opportunity here. You can think, oh, well, I can work for a year or two. Salary is not bad, right?
Yeah, experience is there, so that's all.
And I'm getting the experience, so I can put in a year and get some experience under my belt and then move on. So there's a personal decision that you can make. I would thank the person very much, and thanks for being and answering honestly about the question too, right? There's none here. Okay, so now you have a good understanding of how to answer that. You got to complete this exercise. You can copy paste your commercial in it, and then you answer the questions as you go on. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys are writing this down while we're talking, but there was some good stuff that came up. Okay, so we'll stop sharing, and I think that's the end of your exercise.
Okay.
And you need to work on it and hand it in.
The last one
in your box. Sorry?
The last one, can you please email it to me? I think it got deleted from my hand, from the drive.
Oh,
That is two assignments. One is that yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
The other one,
Yeah,
the other one, please.
I'll drop it in your box.
Please, thank you.
Okay, no problem. Alrighty, so any questions so far? We've covered a lot, lots of talking, sharing.
Too much to take away.
It is too much. It can be overwhelming. And that's why I give you the handouts. You notice I make sure you have them because you're not going to remember everything. You can always refer to your handouts. If you're in a jam and want to, call an employer and kind of sort of networking and start your cold calling, you can definitely use a script that we gave you. And you can tweak it to your own. Make it your own.
Yeah.
Okay?
I can modify that.
Definitely change it around. Is there anything that I went through that we need to cover?
Please, I need to go. Can I log in from my phone? Or
you can go.
It's almost over.
All right.
We're almost there. Yeah, we're almost done.
Okay.
Okay, so you have a good one, and I will talk soon then.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, so I may or may not see you tomorrow. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I will. Even if it's 1 hour or 2, I will join the class.
Okay, don't drink too much coffee though, eh?
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Bye. Alrighty. All right. Any questions that you guys want for me to go over, or anything you'd like me to review before we close off cold calling and elevator pitch?
I think everything's good.
All clear.
Yeah.
Everything's clear.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. So you didn't get your lunch break, so now you can take lunch and a nap and
Rest of the day
Assignment to
free.
be completed.
just make sure you finish your assignment by maybe by Friday. You could sit down. It's not a lot to do.
Okay.
Yeah, but tomorrow we're doing goals and action planning, and you'll get maybe 1 or 2 assignments there, not many.
Okay.
But that's about it. Alrighty, so you guys have a great afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. You too.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye. Ash, are you okay? Everything is good?
Oh yeah, all good.
All good. Okay, perfect. Alrighty, so we'll connect tomorrow then. Have a good one.
You too.
Please put that documents to my box.
I will. I'll drop it in now. Okay.
Thank you.